in the Gulf, we have the force bearing down on us. What better to fight against the force? The Empire. Empire Coffee by Klatch.
I thought the Empire was the bad guy.
Not in this situation. In this situation, the force is the bad guy. If you look out the window, you can see Milton going right by. Right by.
That's true. Yeah.
Part of him. Anyway, the front part.
The front part.
Not the back part or the middle part. The front part.
He hasn't made landfall yet.
Not here. They don't even talk about Mexico. He's like, Cancun, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of vacationers and poor people who serve vacationers.
Yeah.
So that's what the weather people care about.
That's what they care about.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here to talk about Klatch coffee. Klatch is German for conversation.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot
I'm pretty
to look
sure.
it up.
I don't know if it's German. I'm pretty sure it is conversation because their little slogan is where coffee is the conversation.
Indeed.
Klatch coffee.
Right.
You looked up some stuff about Klatch coffee.
I did.
Let me preempt this news report. No, let me preempt this review by saying that Klatch did send us this coffee in preparation for the release of this coffee, which was on October 1st.
Which was International Coffee Day.
We missed the deadline.
Well, I mean, they didn't give us a deadline.
No.
They didn't say, do this by October 1st. Actually, they said, don't put a video out before October 1st.
That's true. If they were German, though, they might have said, do this before October 1st, but they didn't say that. They said, hey, here's some coffee. If you'd like to review it, please have at it. Otherwise, enjoy it. Right. So we wanted to get it out by the 1st, but, life happens. Right. We've had one hurricane threaten us and then go off somewhere else. And then another one that's threatening us, and maybe it's going to go off a little south. We don't know.
Maybe.
But anyway, here we are. Tell us about the company a bit.
Okay, so it's a family-owned company. The Perry family are the ones that own it. And
Tyler Perry?
No. Oh. No. I can't think of the man's name. Sorry. But
Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Perry owns it. And
Matthew.
No, not Matthew.
Well,
no.
he's deceased.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Perry, he owns it, and it's been a family affair since the beginning. And they've been in business for 30 years now, over 30 years.
That's a good long time.
It is. And so this blend specifically, Empire, is named after the Inland Empire, which we are familiar with because
of California. Did you say that?
Yeah, sorry, Rancho Cucamonga, California, which we lived in California on Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga is where they grow all the cucamongas that are provided worldwide on that ranch.
Yes, little known fact.
Little known fact.
Yeah, but we used to go to the Inland Empire to watch drive-in movies.
Yes.
In Riverside.
Yeah, we got on 91 and paid a toll just to sit in traffic.
One time we forgot any money. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and we pulled up to the toll booth with no money.
Yeah, and there was no one there.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember what we did?
Empty. We just drove on.
We did. We thought we were going to get in trouble, but
what are
you supposed to do? There's nobody there. Like, you can't turn around.
Yeah, I think that was the precursor to when you could walk into Walgreens and steal $999 worth of stuff.
We've been doing it on 91 for years, and it's been fine. So, yeah. But do you remember the name of the drive-in? That's what I was looking up before this video started.
Well, we went to two, but the one in
Riverside.
No.
The Van Buren Drive-In.
The Van Buren Drive-In.
Would you believe it's still open?
No way.
And they did a swap meet still.
It's the only drive-in in the history of the world that's still open.
I know. I was like, what are the odds? That was 20 years ago that we were first married.
The issue is now that only electric cars are allowed to go to the drive-in. No fossil fuel vehicles are allowed entrance into the drive-in because it's California.
Oh, yeah.
So most of the time, not that this has happened a lot, like maybe once or twice, that coffee companies send us coffee.
Yeah.
Normally, if it's this type of coffee, it is kind of a white label thing. Somebody has a roaster that they know that roasts the coffee and they put their name on it, and then we review it. But this is a different situation. This is like a legit.
Yeah.
Not to say those companies aren't legit.
Right.
Because some of them are probably still around.
Yeah.
But this one has been in business for 30 years, and they're staking the next 30 years on this review.
Poor planning.
Why would they do that, Mr. Perry? You gotta, I don't know if it's your daughter-in-law who's in charge of marketing or whoever decided to send it. You should, check in with her and see what's going on.
What is neat about them, though, aside from the fact that they roast everything, they also have not each of them maybe, but like the ones on the website, there was the dad and the various people, and they all have the last name of Perry. And so, they have different ones are in charge of the various subscription programs. So they have one subscription for single origin roast and another subscription plan for espresso roast and stuff.
Is the single origin roast person their son who never got married?
No. It was actually the dad. The dad was the single origin guy. But anyway, the point is...
Well, that makes sense. He is the beginning.
Right. Yeah. So really neat. It looks like the family is really tight-knit, and obviously they've got a successful business. Now, according to the package, this should taste of chocolate, vanilla cola, and blackberry, which that is quite an interesting combination. I will say, when you went and you were grinding the coffee, and I went into there afterwards, and I smelled what I smelled was definitely fruity, and it reminded me of the.
I know which one.
You do?
Yeah.
Which one?
Sweetwater.
Yes.
Ethiopian.
Sweetwater's Ethiopian high-grown coffee. And it smells like blueberries. And this had a very kind of fruity berry kind of smell. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be some good coffee. Because and this is I think this is going to be really good coffee because it has a certain kind of just smell. When you open the bag, when you grind it, there is a difference there.
Yep.
And so, I've already had a bit.
And we had this once before, but it was at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, and I was exhausted.
Back when I was waking up at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
That wasn't too far back.
No.
For those of you who are new, I changed jobs a lot.
But you're sticking with this one.
And I've changed. See, this is a new thing. I've gone back to something that I did before.
The circle.
May the circle be unbroken.
It will
so,
be unbroken.
I did the thing. I learned what I didn't want.
Right.
And I said, but I do want that.
Right.
So now I go back.
Right.
I started on Monday. Today's Wednesday.
And there's a hurricane.
The office is closed today and tomorrow. And they haven't technically allowed me to go out into the street yet.
Yeah.
Not the street. I can play in the street if I want, I guess. That made me think of the scene in Pursuit of Happiness out in the street when he got hit by the car. And then he said, I'm in a competitive internship at Dean Witter.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It is a great movie.
It's a sales job, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Insurance. If you have any insurance that you need to buy and you live in Florida.
Life, health, annuities.
Give Jay a call.
That's right. You don't have my number. It's not on the screen. You can put a comment.
Yeah.
And then I'll reach out to you.
You could email him. He'll put he'll put it.
Well, the email, you can email anyway. It's down there.
Coffee. For their insurance needs?
show@gmail.com.
Why not? Show@gmail.
Coffee show. I think, maybe, I don't know.
See,
click on the thing. You just click on about, and then you can see the email address.
Oh, true.
Say you're not a robot.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is...
We apologize, Klatch. This is not a sales pitch for me as an insurance agent.
But this coffee...
Or is it? Okay.
That's a great movie.
Coffee. There's no roast date on the bag, but because this is a brand new roast blend...
Yeah.
It doesn't say blend. It just says roast. Empire roast.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fresh. It's great.
It's see, here's the thing. Even though we say this is Average Joe Coffee Reviews, and we are certainly Average Joes.
Yeah. We've never been to college or coffee college. We've both been to college.
But not coffee college.
Not coffee college, and we did not win a barista competition.
No.
So we don't have that fame aligned with our name.
We don't do any of those things.
We do wear the same shirts a lot.
That's true.
Which I think baristas do. Is it barista?
Barista? I thought it was barista. But you keep saying barista.
That's a girl barista.
Oh.
A boy barista is not good.
I don't. So the point is, over time, because we do compare coffees, I've definitely learned that there's a difference between really good high quality coffee and the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a noticeable difference in quality, I would say, between the cheap stuff and the not so cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Like even between, I would say, something like Folgers versus like the Berkeley, what's it?
Are you talking about from
Wellesley
Farms?
Farms? Yeah. BJ's Wholesale Club, that brand, their store brand, there's like a noticeable difference in quality between Folgers and that.
Yeah. See, and that's the problem, I think. Apologies not to those people on the the Folgers and Maxwell House video who comment and call us snobs. It's not that we're snobs. It's with everything. There are levels of quality in everything. If you got a hamburger off the street, like the concrete, you'd be like, it's a hamburger, gross. But then if you got a really good hamburger, like people really love Five Guys. I don't really know. I'm not going to spend that much for a hamburger, whatever. There are differences.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call you a hamburger snob because you think the hamburger at the excellent food truck is better than the hamburger you picked up off the concrete.
Right. Yeah.
You're not a hamburger snob.
Yeah. It doesn't make you a snob just to notice. I mean, because we certainly don't buy expensive coffee, hardly at all. But I have learned to appreciate that there are differences. Like if I drink a couple of cups of the cheaper stuff, I kind of don't feel great afterwards. I'm kind of like, And I wonder if that's like higher acid or something in the coffee. And whereas maybe this is less acid. I don't know.
Could be.
Not like, but I'm just saying.
We're not testing that. We don't have a hydrometer. I don't know that a hydrometer would be the thing you'd use to test. A hydrometer is used in other things. I think it's where you put the thing in and stuff and you suck up some liquid and then the ball is supposed to float at a certain point. I think it might have to do with car stuff.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Let us know in the comments below after you like and subscribe. Bing! Hit the bell. What a hydrometer is used for. I think I remember it from our small engines repair course.
Oh, yeah. I think
interested? Wondering what? Small engine repair? Don't you sell insurance? That was a long time ago.
It was. We
never went into the business though.
But it has saved us hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars.
How much did it cost us to go to that course?
Free. Your VA paid for it.
That's right.
And so he had the materials. I just went through the materials. So I didn't get certified. But
she remembers more than I do, but I'm the certified one, which goes back to what I've talked about with licenses and certifications. Yeah. I have one. She doesn't. She knows more than I do.
That's true. I do.
Just about that.
Right. Yeah. He's way better at insurance than I am.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
You've never even looked at anything.
Well,
are you AHIP certified?
I actually did have to learn a lot about health insurance because back in the day, because we were self-employed, so we had to learn about how do we get our own health insurance. And so I did a deep dive on all the what is co-insurance, what's a deductible, high deductible.
Who's Cobra?
Plans. Yeah,
is
all
the Cobra
stuff.
Kai? Is Johnny coming around? See, right. Karate Kid brings it back.
Always, but
full circle.
Yeah, so I maybe know more than you think I know about health insurance. Although we use Christian Healthcare Ministries, which is cheaper than your average health insurance. It's not technically insurance; it's health care
cost sharing. Yeah,
but
if you'd like,
we can put the link because we get referral fees if you do that.
It doesn't cost you any more, but it does give us a little bit of money.
Yeah. But it is good.
Yeah, because health insurance costs are going up.
Yeah.
Going up, and that's because the cost of care is going up.
Indeed.
Good or not. The reason why I'm in the sales thing is so that people don't get shystered into stuff they don't need.
Indeed.
So, yeah. So anyway, if you're a Christian and you need health care.
And you can't afford
other stuff, and you're like, I don't really go to the doctor ever. Christian Healthcare Ministries is good for you. We haven't gone to the doctor in forever, and let me tell you, we did have to take one of our sons to the urgent care, and it ended up being
$1,000.
Yeah, was it? No. That was $700.
$700.
That part of the thing.
Yeah.
$700 for an hour visit and a little bit of medication.
Yep. But
if we had health insurance, like real health insurance, all that time when we don't go to the doctor,
yeah,
we would have been spending a lot more money than that. So if you don't need it, you don't get it. Just do the Christian Healthcare Ministries thing. It's called a cost sharing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But this coffee is
It's
excellent. I mean,
stuff.
it's really a relaxing kind of cup of coffee. Now,
Look at how
vanilla
relaxed we are.
I know.
There's a hurricane
And we're like-
bearing down on our peninsula.
Yeah.
And it's like you look at the map and there's red. I mean, we're just above the red right now, but there's red and there's going to be storm. And I'm watching our bamboo out there and it's just blowing in the wind.
It is.
Blowing. Our pool is probably going to
full.
overflow.
It's like got this much.
Yeah, we're supposed to get 8 inches of rain, something like that.
Say 8 inches. Surely not. What?
My brother just shared a picture that showed that this place that we're living is almost gave it away. Like you couldn't figure it out. If you just do enough Googling, you could probably find our address.
Right. Yeah.
Don't do it.
No.
You could do it. If you're going to do it, send us something. Not a bomb.
Don't say bomb.
Don't say bomb on a YouTube video. Send us a free gift.
Yeah. Coffee. Maybe.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how relaxing the coffee is. So thank you, Klatch.
Yes. Thank you, Klatch. It definitely has chocolatey. Vanilla cola.
I didn't taste vanilla cola.
The blackberry, I mean, I definitely
be.
smelled
Yeah.
the berryness. Now, I do drink, cream in mine. And there's maybe a smidgen more cream than I would normally put. So
I thought blueberry again is what I tasted.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly there's a berry there, maybe some chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know about the vanilla cola. Could just be some vanilla. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think taste is subjective. Trying to figure out which one was the right one to say.
Yeah. It's at least partly.
There's your truth and my truth.
Well, see, that's where we get in an argument.
That's when it comes. That's when it comes with coffee. I mean, why would we get in an argument about that?
Yeah, I know. I don't think we would.
No, there's truth.
Right.
There's truth.
Right.
But there's also taste.
Yeah.
People's taste buds are different.
Right.
Like so-and-so might want to put ranch dressing on their pizza and other people don't want to do that. Or somebody might want to get a piece of fresh made bread and spread cream cheese on top of it.
You mean cream cheese frosting?
Cream cheese frosting on top of it.
That's what I did last night, and people
then
made fun of me.
The children might look at you and say, "What? What are you doing?" Or this face is like, "We don't even know who you are anymore." So
Bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo it's gonna snap off and spear us. So if in our next video we are speared by a bamboo, you'll know what happened. So I think this is a good, I mean, the price is not as cheap as other stuff.
No.
Inexpensive.
You have to pay for quality, obviously.
Yeah. But I'm still going to say for the price, we could probably go back and review every single coffee that we did before and kind of evaluate things in a different way. Because of price, if we thought about just price like we did back then. But we're not going to do that because there's a lot of coffees I don't want to drink. And also we don't spend money on coffee much. We buy pretty cheap coffee. That Wellesley Farms, there's a fly flying around here. He's probably trying, it's like one of those things inside the eye of a hurricane. He's trying to check it and see what the barometric pressure is. As my eldest son reminded us that a hurricane is a low pressure system, not a high pressure system. I'm going to show him some high pressure if he's not out of here by August. I'm just kidding. So good stuff. I think even though the price is, I don't remember exactly. Did you see?
I think it's like $18 or so for 11 ounces.
Okay, so about probably $20 a pound.
And the subscriptions are like $20 a month and up. Like you can get 2 pounds for $45. So
okay,
that kind of gives you an idea, sort of.
Right.
And you can do gifts. I think that's a great gift idea, like a subscription to a coffee thing.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, we've never done that, but you could.
No, but I feel like it's a good idea.
There was one, not to take attention away from Klatch, but there was a review we did about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I remember where we were when we did it.
Wow.
We were at Lake Louisa State Park in Claremont, Florida.
That's very specific.
St. Thomas Roastery.
Oh, yeah.
Roasters.
Yeah.
They gave, like when you did subscription. They gave part of it to a charity.
Yeah, I remember that.
Can't remember for sure if that. I don't even know if that's still valid or not. But you could check it out if you are interested.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna say 4.5.
Oh yeah.
Donuts on this one because we don't go to 5.
I'm
for one thing.
totally on board with that.
And because we've had coffee, and like I said in the last video or the one before, we keep our air conditioner at like 78 degrees because energy prices are crazy. And I just changed jobs. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm sweating under this shirt.
I am too.
I'm so sweaty. So we hope that you stuck around to the end and that you will send us not a bomb, but a gift. And, if you do the research and you find our address and you send us a gift that we like, you send us a gift that we like, and you don't stalk us, we will show the gift on a upcoming review video.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, she's nervous.
I'm very nervous. I'm really sweating for
But
real now. Yeah.
you should know that I am armed.
So am I.
Yes. Thrice. I have Tom O'Leary and Jack Johnson. And also other things.
Right.
All right.
Can't talk about that.
And like I said, I will never mark on the little thing that I'm supposed to check mark if a thing is discussed in a YouTube video for them to change our monetization things. Anyway, onward and upward we shall go, as long as it's not in the cyclone of a tornado spawned from a hurricane.
Right on.
Until if there's a next time.
Keep grinding.